This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your online deck or just to get the latest booster packs in town, they literally have everything, and you can use the coupon code ZapDoesTCG for 5% on everything on the website. Also, this video is sponsored by Cardmarket.com. Cardmarket is a European platform where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. You can use the referral name ZapDoesTCG to help support the channel. Also, this video is sponsored by YourPlaymat.com. Want to create your own custom playmat? There's only one address. Go check out YourPlaymat.com by clicking the link down below. You'll get 10% off your order. They ship worldwide, so start creating your own custom playmat. Last but not least is Dragon Shield. DragonShield.com is of course the affiliated link down below in the description. You're gonna be able to buy sleeves, deck boxes, as well as binders, and Dragon Shield is the best brand to help protect your cards and keep them safe from any scratches whatsoever. They are the best quality sleeves around, so yeah, I'm a big fan, so thanks for sticking around with the commercials. Let's get it going. What's up YouTube, it's ZapDoesTCG here and welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. On this channel you get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure you are subscribed so you don't ever miss a single upload. Lost Origin is around the corner and we're going to be talking about some decks that have been performing quite well in Japan. So if you guys are excited for today's video, you just have to rock the hell out of the like button and you're going to be helping out the channel so much. The first deck we're going to be talking about is Giratina VSTAR, probably the most hyped deck from Lost Origin. We have a couple of new cards in here like the Cramorant, the Comfy, the Lost Sweeper, the Mirage Gate, and the Colress Experiment. So we're going to be talking about these cards a little bit here. So we have Giratina VSTAR. It has the capabilities of knocking out any VSTAR in existence, 280 freaking damage. You have to have a Grass, a Psychic, and a Carlos energy in order to use the attack, but there's going to be the Mirage Gate, allowing you to get energies accelerated to Giratina instantly. And you also have the Star Requiem, slapping, if you have 10 or more cards in the Lost Zone, you actually instantly knock out a Pokemon. So a very strong card for sure, very hyped, going to be quite expensive if I'm not mistaken, and it comes with zero weakness whatsoever. We have the Comfy, the main way to put the cards in the Lost Zone. Once during your turn this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may look at the top two cards of your deck and put one of them in hand and one of them in the Lost Zone. So pretty much Acrobat, but instead of going to the discard pile, it goes to the Lost Zone, which helps the deck in general. You have the Lost Sweeper, which allows you to choose either a Pokemon Tool card or a Stadium card in play and put it in the Lost Zone. So more and more cards going in the Lost Zone. You have a Draw Supporter. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put 3 of them in the hand. The others go to the Lost Zone, and there's also the Cramorant, which can attack if there's 4 or more cards in your Lost Zone for 0 energies. So yeah, a lot of great cards, and you might think, why do we need to put all these fantastic cards in the Lost Zone, to be honest? Well, here we have him. The one and only Mirage Gate is gonna help out the deck so much. If you have 7 or more cards in the Lost Zone, you're gonna be able to accelerate 2 basic energies instantly from the deck to your Pokemon in any way you like. They have to be 2 different types, by the way, but yeah, as we saw, Giratina needs, of course, a Grass and a Psychic. So as soon as the second turn, you can slap 280, definitely, because having 7 in the Lost Zone is not too hard to pull off. And there's also, of course, you can also just damage some Pokemon on the bench with like not on the bench, but you can just use Cramorant to have a little bit of an attack going for 110, which is not bad in the first place, knocking out Sableye, etc. So that is the first deck we're going to be seeing here. Those were all the new cards that I explained. Other than that, we have Raiding Greninja to draw a little bit more cards. We have Battle VIP Pass so you can get your Comfies up and going. And the 4 Scoop Up Net allow you to just Comfy, cards in the Lost Zone, card in the hand. Scoop Up Net, Comfy, card in the Lost Zone, card in the hand. You can have, of course, a tool card equipped like the Air Balloon. You can put that in the Lost Zone with the Lost Sweeper and another card in the Lost Zone. So it goes very, very quickly. And Carlos Experiment is the main draw supporter of the deck. Only one boss's orders in here, but there's gonna be, of course, cross switchers, because you just dig so much through your deck with the Comfies, with the Crobat, with the Radiant Greninja, that finding puzzle pieces for the cross switchers is not that hard. Probably a contender for being one of the strongest decks in Lost Thunder, if not the strongest deck. So moving forward, we're gonna be talking about another deck, is Kyurem. Kyurem is also an interesting Pokemon in that sense, is that it has a crazy damage output. Just like Giratina, you're going to be able to KO a lot of Pokemon with its attack. The only new cards in this list is actually the Kyurem line itself. It's a 3-3 line of Kyurem, so let's talk about it, shall we? Okay, first of all, there's the Kyurem VMAX. And the Kyurem VMAX, of course, has the Ice World. Once during your turn, you may discard the top card of your deck. If it's a water energy, attach it to one of your Pokemon. So it works already together with Palkia. So you can go Palkia as your 2-prizer or Energy Accelerator. And you can use the Kyurem as a huge beat stick because Max Frost slaps 120 damage. And you can discard any number of water energies attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 50 more damage for every energy discarded in this way. So a very strong attack, if I might add, because the damage output is technically infinite. The more energies they're on, the more you can willing to discard. You can slap a huge amount of damage. So this is going to be a fantastic card. Also having 330 HP. If you want to know what the regular Kyurem V does, here it is on the screen right now. Attach any number of water energies from your hand to your Pokemon in any way you like. If you go second, this might be an ideal way to just spread, of course, a lot of energies on your board. Because as mentioned, we are, of course, having a lot of ways to search out energies. We have the Capacious Bucket. We have the Training Court if there's energies in the discard pile. And of course, this list is running Oranguru. With Oranguru, you're going to be able to control the top card of your deck, so Kyurem can then accelerate easily. Very, very cool to see. Maybe you might want to add in like a Cheryl in here because you discard all your energies, you get damage, and maybe you can Cheryl all the damage away from your evolution Pokemon. You can add that in if you want to, but yeah, Kyurem could be an interesting attack and actually a new approach for the Palkia decks. Moving forward, another Palkia deck, but this time around it is utilizing a 1-prizer as its backup attacker, or maybe even its main backbone attacker. It is, of course, going to be the Dewgong. Dewgong and Finian work together. They are partners in crime, and as you can see here, Swim Freely is an attack you can use in worst case scenarios to be immune, just like the fly of a flying Pikachu. But Arctic Return is the attack you want to be focusing on. 40 damage, and for every energy that is attached to your Pokemon that you are willing to shuffle back into your deck. So with, of course, the Palkia being able to accelerate 3 energies, with, of course, the new Finian allowing you to accelerate anything from the hand. As you can see, as often as you like during your turn, you may attach a water energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon that has, the Swift Freely attack. So you can drop all the energies onto your Dewgong instantly. You just have to have a lot of draw power. As you can see with Beat Barrel, that is definitely possible. And you can get 3 energies with Palkia. You can draw with Beat Barrel, have some Capacious Buckets going around. You can use Nessa as well. Lady, also a supporter that is seeing a reprint, allowing you to search your deck for 4 basic energies, allowing you to get huge KOs. If you are having, like, let's say you have 8 of these Pokemon, 8 water energies on your field, and you're gonna be slapping 320 freaking damage, enough to knock out all the VMAXs, most VMAXs that have 320 HP or less. So that's very, very cool. You might think about adding in Choice Belt so you don't have to have that many numbers, but in theory it's just the same like Malamar. Malamar is also not running Choice Belt because you rely on energies which do more damage. So you want to have as many energies as possible, but in that sense, yeah, I think this deck is gonna be very fun to be playing around with because it has me some Blastoffalon vibes, as you know. Moving forward, we're gonna have a big chat about Hisuian Zoroark VSTAR. Hisuian Zoroark VSTAR is capable of knocking out anything in existence with only a DTE. The Baneful Curse slaps 50 damage for each of your Pokemon that has any damage counters on it, which means if you have a full bench and the Zoroark is damaged as well, you're slapping 300. With DTE reduction, that's 280, which is enough to knock out any V-Star in existence. You have the Gengar. If you don't know what the Gengar does, here it is. Gengar allows you to, of course, if it's in the discard pile, place it immediately onto your bench and then place 3 damage counters on it. You don't need Ghastly, you don't need Hunter, it is going to be the Gengar damaging itself. You have a Diancie to wall off a little bit until you're ready to strike, and there's going to be, of course, a tool, a new item card allowing you to move 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to another, which is very, very cool to see. The Gape Jaw Bog is also a super impactful stadium card that we've already gotten access to in our previous format, previous sets, allowing you to just put 2 damage counter on every basic Pokemon you slap down on the bench. helping this archetype out a lot. You have some tracking shoes, you have Crobat, you have some B-Barrels to draw to the deck. The only thing you want to be looking around for is the double turbo energy, and you're good to go. A very interesting deck for sure. I don't know if it's going to be that powerful or not, but it's definitely another strong deck. Is it going to be better than Giratina? We still have to wait for that, but you do have the Dunsparce to get rid of its fighting weakness at least, which is good. But having so many Pokemon having damage on the bench makes me a little bit worried about spread decks. Moving forward is a one-price archetype. We did see Cramorant before. The Cramorant allows you to slap 110 if there's 4 or more Pokemon cards in the Lost Zone. And there's also the Sableye. If there are 10 or more, if it's 10 or more, I don't know. A specific number. I don't know if I even think I have the Sableye over here. Yeah, I don't have the scan for it, but assuming like it's like if you have 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11, it doesn't matter. If you have a specific amount of Pokemon cards in the Lost Zone, you could use the Sableye to spread 12 damage counters wherever you please. You have Comfey. Of course, the Comfey engine will be strong with Scoop Up Nets, and there's also Radiant Charizard with Magma Base. And so your main attackers is Cramorant, Charizard, and Sableye. A one-price mechanic. Very, very cool to see these kind of things. And also with the Mirage Gate, you don't even have to have that many Pokemon in the Lost Zone. 7 is enough to accelerate energies to the Charizard to blow up some stuff, definitely with the 3 copies of the Choice Belt. Moving forward is Goodra VSTAR. If you want to take on a defensive approach with creating a deck with Lost Origin, the Goodra might be a great choice for you. You have 270 HP, no weakness, and have the ability to heal off all damage from Goodra. Also, with Iron Rollout, slaps 200 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, you take 80 less damage from attacks. That's very, very huge. You can put a big charm on this Goodra. You can also have some other cards working around with it. And this specific list, they opted to go for just Goodra by itself. So Goodra with a Cramorant, and that's all you want. And you're going to be utilizing the Mirage Gate to accelerate the energies to the Goodra. And then there's this is also only a 2-price Pokemon, which is very, very hard to take down. On top of that, there is the Fantima supporter card if there are a specific amount of cards in the Lost Zone, if I'm not mistaken. You're going to be able to slap that card down and then take 120 less damage from attacks from your opponent. So that supporter combined with Goodra makes it a very tanky Pokemon, because at one point you're going to have a 200 reduction, which is hilarious and awesome at the same time. Then we have Hisuian Arcanine, probably one of my favorite archetypes from the brand new set, coming out on September 10th. The Hisuian Arcanine reminds us of the Grand Ball all the way back from Lost Thunder, and it is actually the same thing. If you have no cards in your hand, you're slapping 160 freaking damage. So let that sink in. You of course have lots of ways you can get some stuff going. You can play a Hisuian Arcanine with the Radiant Venusaur, so you're always having cards in hand. This specific Japanese list is revolving around Zoroark and the B-Barrel engine. So B-Barrel draws you back up, and then if you have 0 cards, you can of course utilize its crazy attack. So you have fighting coverage, you have darkness coverage with the Mightyena and Zoroark. There's even another Hisuian Zoroark in this list as well. Very, very cool to see, which you can transform into. The Altaria allows you to put any supporter you want on top of the deck, and Oranguru can draw it out. There's Balgai in here, there's Grant. The Grant is very cool because not only are you slapping more damage with your fighting type Pokemon during your turn, you can summon it from the discard pile at any given time by discarding 2 cards from hand. So that is going to be helping you out a ton to make sure that Hisuian Arcanine is going to be able to hit the numbers. With Choice Belt, you're going to head to 190. With Grant, that's 220. That's going to be a very crazy one-price attacking deck for sure. Moving forward, the Regigigas get a minor update in the form of Torton. Torton is a supporter card, allowing you to swap any basic in play with a basic in the discard pile. All the energies that are attached remain, as well as the amount of turns in play. So this specific supporter will allow the Regigigas to just transform into a Radiant Charizard after utilizing the Regigigas' its ability, and then you transform one of your Regis into Charizard or into an Yveltal. The amazing Yveltal allow you to one-hit KO anything instantly. That's going to be super fun to try out. On top of that, you can also transform one of your Regis to another one of your Regis. Let's say you have one of them in hand and there's already one on board. You can move the one on board with the one in the discard pile, so you can have your full bench of Regis once again. Very, very cool. Moving forward is going to be the Amazing Rares seem to be having lots more play because of Lost Origin, it seems. Amazing Rare Reshiram allowing you to slap 270 damage, and with the Mirage Gate combo, of course, this runs Comfy with Scoop Up Nets to, of course, get a lot of cards in the Lost Zone, and then Barrage Gate will just let you attack back to back with amazing rare Reshiram slapping 270 or 300 with a Choice Bell. So that's pretty scary for sure. And there's also the ways you can attack with Cramorant in the early phase of the game, and Radiant Charizard can also attack in the late game. So very cool, all these new decks. Then there's a Zacian VSTAR. I don't have 100% confirmation that Zacian VSTAR is in the set. But if it is in the set, there's going to be a big boost to the Zacian, the Turbo Zacian list. Zacian on itself is already strong with Intrepid Sword, Brave Blade slapping 230, and with, of course, Bossasaurus, you can target down Evolving V Pokemon instantly, which is super nice. And then before they are actually evolving, which is good. And then if they do come out with a VSTAR or VMAX, you can resort to the Zacian VSTAR, allowing you to slap 310 damage with its VSTAR attack. So yeah, also having more HP, not too bad, 270. You have Leon on top of this as well. And there's also the Galarian Berserker, allowing you to slap more damage. There's Cross Switchers on top of Boss, so you want to gust as much as possible. And with the Mew from Celebrations, you can find Cross Switchers or Metal Saucers. So yeah, that's it for this first coverage of some new decks from the Lost Origins set. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about these decks. If you guys are hyped for these, let me know by destroying the hell out of the like button, and let me know your favorite new deck. Which deck are you going to be playing once Lost Origin gets released on September 9? Let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious to hear your opinion. Thanks again for tuning in for another Pokemon TCG video. This has been a blast talking about these new decks, and we're going to be seeing a lot more Lost Origin content on the channel very soon. So stick around, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Also, go check out our sponsors, of course. We have the only Dragon Shield. If you are looking for sleeves, deck boxes, and binders, you can check out the link below. You can also check out PokeTownStore.com, the best place to get TCGO code cards. They will have Lost Origin codes up very shortly on the channel, so go on the website, go check it out in about 2 weeks. Yeah, you can use the coupon code ZABOOSTTCG for 5% off. There's yourplaymat.com. If you want to create your own custom playmat, you can get 10% off by clicking the link down below. They ship worldwide, so check it out. And last but not least, European players can buy physical cards. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe by, of course, using Card Market. Use the referral name ZABOOSTTCG. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG content. Peace!